The Nigerian Institute of Medical Research has organized a theoretical framework on the causes and preventive measures for the human papillomavirus (HPV) infection and cervical cancer, which statistics say kill nothing less than 22 women daily in Nigeria.
You know, just like if you listen to the young people, young women and mothers talk, by the time we complete this activity today, between 22 and 33 women who have died from cervical cancer, and another 28 who have been diagnosed with cervical cancer. This is a disease that is almost 100% preventable. Once you vaccinate girls who are ages 9 to 15 and screen women who are between 30 to 35, 65 years of age, you can eradicate cervical cancer. Why are women dying? Usually, what we do in academia is that we think and decide for the participants. But this time around, we said no. I'm a researcher, I'm a professor of gynecology, but I'm not a woman. I'm not a girl. It's only a woman and a girl that can tell us the best way to provide these services. And that's how we gather these young people and young women to come together and tell us what they think is the best way to reach them with the services. And that's what we are doing today.
At this year's event, themed for Girls and Women Innovation Boot Camp, it has discovered intellectual and vibrant researchers across the Southwest and South-South regions, which is aimed at addressing issues of health challenges and targets audiences from localities to curtail the unprecedented menace in our society.
The reason we're here today is because my sister-in-law, Angie, passed 2 years ago from cervical cancer, and we were frustrated because no woman should be dying from cervical cancer today. No woman, wherever they may be, should be dying of cervical cancer. But before the end of today, about 22 Nigerian women all over the country will die from something we can prevent. And so, working with our team, with Dr. Ezechi, Dr. Toka, we decided enough is enough. And that we are here today to ask fellow Nigerian women, fellow Nigerian girls, what can we do to ensure that no other woman dies from cervical cancer? And so they've been pitching their ideas of what they think we should be doing to ensure that we get more girls vaccinated and more women screened. And so there were 7 teams. They've talked about, going to marketplaces, someone to do mother-daughter events in school, someone to go to pharmacists. Basically, how can we reach Nigerian women and girls so that we collectively work together?
In attendance were Professor Oliver Ezechi, Dr. Julian, Professor Joseph Tucker, Dr. Al-Hassan Adamu, President of the Nigerian Cancer Society, and other top management of the Institute who presided over the performance of each representative.
Cervical cancer is killing so many women and girls in Nigeria, and this is a really important period. We need to seize the opportunity to do more self-sampling, more vaccination for young girls, and this activity is really raising the profile of cervical cancer and spreading awareness about it, but also showing that there are creative ideas. There's so many women with amazing ideas that are practical, feasible, innovative. This is really the cutting edge of cervical cancer prevention, and we are so excited and honored to be a part of that.
Reacting to the Innovation Boot Camp final ceremony, Dr. Al-Hassan Adamu implored the health sector at all levels of government to imbibe a framework that could address the rate of death caused by cervical cancer occurring daily in Nigeria.
A program like this that is aimed at addressing the health inequities that exist in our societies, that addresses the awareness gap that exists in our societies, that addresses the vaccine hesitancy that is the attitude of most Nigerians, will surely go a long way in addressing the challenges, in addressing the gaps, in addressing the reasons why people are not coming forward for HPV vaccination, why people are not coming forward for cervical cancer screening. And I'm telling you, with programs like this, with interventions like this, Nigeria will be a frontline country towards elimination of cervical cancer by the year 2030, in line with the WHO target.
Human papillomavirus, as you know, is the cause of cervical cancer. So that means that cervical cancer is due to an infection with human papillomavirus. And of course, it's women that have cervical cancer, it's women that have a cervix. However, it is a sexually transmitted infection because it's transmitted during the exchange of body fluids and all that. So there is need to protect not only the girl child, but the boy child that may acquire it and then later in life, be able to transmit it. However, I was saying that because the need is much greater for the girl child who can be protected, so they never get the HPV and then they don't have to have cervical cancer. And because of our economic situation in the country, we have to start first with a girl child.
Above all, Team Heroes for Her from Cross River State came first among the contestants.
We are Team Girl Care, carrying out a project called Care. We are leveraging on the community pharmacy to be able to stop and prevent cervical cancer in our locality, which is Ikot Abasi Obori in Cross River State. So my team and I, we have done our presentation and we are ready to carry out this project in Calabar.
In Lagos, Jennifer Nwosu reporting for Newsbuster TV.